is pretty normal. Infantry tab is pretty normal. I guess you can play the AA like that. Tank tab is fine. Everything's fine. Huh, interesting AA tab.
Yeah? What do you mean?
Well, first of all, yeah, only having the MiG as AA, or like, I don't know. You can use a Hawk as a helo diver. So the MiG is a helo diving
yeah.
MiG, right? I mean, obviously it's
Yeah,
not quite as good as a MiG, right? Obviously.
yeah.
But yeah, so you could skip that and get another ASF or so. But it's fine if you feel like you want it.
Yeah,
you need
I
it.
think.
But I don't. Yeah, I don't think you do, because you've got air destroyers, you've got a Kratal, you've got a Hawk if you really need it. Do you really need that much anti-helo? You know?
Yeah, like I usually just use this in openers when I like
You
just.
also have the Soko. If you have that, get rid of the Soko at least. Like right, go back to put it back in, and then go back to the deck overview.
Yeah, I need to drop
right. You
2
have the
more
big,
points.
the Soko, 2
Whoops.
Recons, and a Kratal. So you have 5 units which are only.
Whoops. It's
No, it's fine.
it's
It's fine.
starting.
It doesn't even. Yeah, I know. It doesn't even. If you change your deck while you're queuing for ranked, it does. You play with your unchanged deck.
All right. Yeah. Oh, that's
But
a
yeah,
pretty cool map.
you have in your deck. I feel you just have too many cards which are just anti-hero.
Oh,
Does that
yeah.
make sense? So
Might
that's
be.
why I'm like, get rid of the Soko or the base, or even of the Kratal, maybe.
Yeah.
Get a ROM. You don't need 2
Yeah.
CVs there.
Depends.
I would get
Yeah,
the
I know.
infantry
It's
CV.
just,
Yeah.
yeah, I just bought the
Yeah,
infantry
yeah,
one
exactly.
because
Yeah.
never leave jeeps since spawn.
Yeah, what a listening to all the advice on the Discord. What's your plan?
Well, I mean, I can definitely take Gregory with this kind of deck, which is pretty suitable for grinding. But I mean, this guy has a pact in his. Well, he's playing Bluefin. Yeah. Well,
No,
I
no, he
guess.
might be playing Red 4. You don't know what he's playing.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I guess I'm gonna go for Gregory then.
Well,
Just
go
get
for it.
like
Yeah, the
recon here
basics
and
and
spikes.
yeah, nothing special about. And you're running the Salamander.
Oh yeah, Salamander. Yeah. I should probably switch to Alouette. I don't really use the Salamander actually.
Both are not great. Both are fine.
Yeah.
I have neither, and that's not good. I want to have a Salamander in my deck.
I wonder if I place like a T55 Peon PSV here. Oh shit, he started.
It's a pretty good spot for one. Yeah, just get your other stuff going. And, you can also ask him to wait. Sometimes it works.
Just so I don't forget my A.
Do you have some recon with that? Like a sissy?
Some recon with this push.
You should always have like one. Just get a sissy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll get a sissy and put this like
here,
Peon PSV here. Sissy with those guys and maybe even 2 squads.
Do you have AA? Do you have AA?
I got these 2. I should probably. I could drop one, give the cartel.
You should get. I would always get 2 of. Oh yeah, I guess you can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, do that. Like it's a unit which is I would always double stack, but in this case, just go for it. And yeah.
I have a feeling like maybe I should just get a BMP2 and with Panzeri, just like, in case my tanks can't really have some trouble getting there.
You always want to have a 1 high AT infantry. Do you have 4 or 6 Jakari in the BTR 50?
6.
Okay, I feel like go for it, right? It's okay. I feel like that's too many though. Yeah. I would have run 4 and got like a bit more high-end infantry in.
Oh, probably. It does give me only 30 points, like if I drop them.
Yes, I know. you can be a bit more aggressive with that Salamandra.
Oh yeah, this is just a temporary.
I see. And I would have always opened with some KTs on the left, or like I would have opened with more KTs, because KTs are the best in the opening. You know what I mean? Like they're a unit which falls off over time. But in the opening they can be really dope. But yeah. But otherwise, I think you have a very solid opening going, or in general, I think you have a very solid opening. Oh, that's a KA, that's really nice for you. And you're, that's unlucky. But, like, you might really be able to kill the KA and then nothing matters. Nice. That's so good for you already. Wow, that's a lot of planes. Your Pionflick died. You need to get some,
yeah.
new infantry there. Or you get an ASF and try and...
yeah, I could.
Just be careful with the PD, but... How much HP does the SC-25T add? If it's low life, you should try and kill it.
It's 10. I think.
No, you stunned it, so it has lost
yeah,
some HP. He might have evac'd. No, he doesn't. How much HP does it have? Click on it. Or just, yeah.
5. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, try and get the PD, I guess. You could have just evac'd.
Nope.
Well, GG. Okay. You won your first rank game.
Yeah.
Well played.
Poogers. Packed test. Oh.
Just try and find a new game.
Yeah, I gotta pay back the coaching, right?
You gotta pay back the what?
The coaching. Gotta pay back the €0 it costs.
Exactly.
Do you accept Israeli shekels?
No. Oh wait, okay. I thought you said shekels, not shekels.
Oh. What?
Oh, I thought you wanted to play Israel, you know? That's what you were trying to say, and I was like, nah. I don't want to go and be like, you should get more Maglans and put them in bushes.
Yeah, just throw more of A to the problem. That's how. Like I like playing it. Like Israel was the first Blue 4 deck that I made, which is also like why I got pretty excited about the fact that this game even existed a few years ago. Like when I bought it, it was because some video popped in YouTube and recommended. Like I was playing a lot of Men of War, Soul Squad 2 at the time, and some video about this game popped up, and I saw like, oh, they have a DLC about Israel. Like, I wonder what that is. Then I did some research, and that game looked pretty cool.
Yeah, it is a decent game. Probably same guy again? No. Ooh,
no.
Ooh. No. Wait, you're Corporal.
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's like just under Major General, isn't
it? Second Lieutenant. Yeah. Oh. Corporal? Yeah, that's pretty close, sure.
No, yeah, he's your level. Second Lieutenant is somewhere down there too. I forgot. I really forgot. Like, it's actually an issue. I don't even know anymore. Like, when I play rank now, when there's like Sergeant Major or like Second Lieutenant or whatever, I have like no clue if it's like 1500 or 1700 anymore.
What are you?
Yeah, I know. You're below Lieutenant Colonel. What are you? What's your plan?
Well, plan is to push the town. I mean, I have the KTs in the opener. That's pretty pongers. Peon PSV, I'm gonna get it over here.
You can. It's a lot of points to just have stun in a bush, though.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I think maybe Sissy and actually Sissy and Spikes.
Maybe like same price, but then actually better. And yeah. Yeah, sometimes I just even not send anything, or like just one Jakari and a BDR 50 or something in the opening there.
Yeah, just to hold it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Just so. Because it's very rare that someone pushes there in the opening, so.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, I already learned my lesson, using cheap infantry to assault towns of fire support behind, instead of just sending in shocks to die.
I mean, no, there's nothing wrong with any shocks. I was gonna say you should get at least some shocks too. Yeah, yeah, that looks very
Yeah.
good. And now you need AA and tanks. And
Oh,
also
it's
play
open
air hammer,
fields,
right?
so I guess I should take the heavier ones.
Yes, at least M2s. Yes, and I would get a spike, or even two. Like sometimes you get a
Yeah,
town for free if
could
he's playing
potentially
mech or
put it
something,
here.
and even if not, you can put them there. And if you get the town for free,
Oh,
then it's great to secure it with that.
yeah. Iroquois just to sneak in like next to the
Yeah.
town,
I think you have
and
enough for that. Now it's up whether you want to send more to the left or get a helicopter.
oh,
Or
maybe, yeah, maybe I can
you could
get
open
an
with a KT
MIT.
and just hope it's. Yeah, hope he doesn't have
Hope he
a
doesn't play,
Kratal basically.
play, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's Eric Stroy going to the left, right?
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, get the MI-17 in. Perfect.
What even should I smoke? Like, should I smoke this approach? Because
If you
I have the
smoke that, you
KTs.
smoke it like more on his side, basically.
Yeah, actually, I have the
To protect
KTs,
your
so
KT. Well, yeah, so it depends of whether you want to protect your KTs or whether you want to leave it open, yes. So in that case, you just smoke in the back to protect your tanks, if that's what you want to do. But your tanks should still be fast moving. Don't attack move. They have to be fast moving.
Oh yeah. Oops.
Okay. Make sure you unload your spike, maybe. Okay, your crit town needs to shoot the Soko. Why is your crit town not shooting? What the fuck? This is so unlucky. Oh my god. Hey, Capri's are just stupid. Unload, unload. Get your tanks shooting. Plane. Nice. Okay, it's just a hog. That's fine. Make your tanks kill the KTs. Okay, he's got a mod. That's a bit of an issue.
Ooh.
That's okay, no? Oh, cancel the KTs and get a Syria, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh shit. Too late.
That's fine. Smoke so that your Jakari can, like, smoke in front of the mod. Right? You want to break the line of fire with tank. And you might even still be able to get the town because you have a lot of infantry.
Yeah, they will enter the town. I doubt. I should probably get some shocks. Like the fight
you just
inside.
got a 3 stack. You just got a 3 stack of infantry. That's
Oh
should
yeah,
be enough
right.
for now. You need to find out something to deal with a mod now. You can get spikes, get a Syria, get a more tanks, whatever. You like your plane? Oh, you lost your Kutao. You need the AA.
Yeah.
You can try moving up the Eric Stroy a bit in those bushes. If you get really lucky, you get a side
Oh
shot
yeah.
on his mod. No, up, forwards.
Oh yeah. Here, you mean?
No, in the same line of bushes. Don't move it out of that line of bushes. Yeah, just but now you
Oh,
just right.
fuck.
So that's why you had to just stay in that line of bushes, because that was even his mod, right?
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
And you would have gotten at least one shot off, and even if it's in the front, you do like 3-4 damage.
Yeah, the Wilks could have finished
Yeah,
it off.
even at this range, go and engage with your Wilks. Yeah, this is short enough that you should be good. Make sure you yeah, right click the tanks exactly. Keep focus, whichever one it is, but you always want to focus on tanks. You don't want to switch targets, right? You want to kill something and then.
Side shots. Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Go back. You're just gonna lose.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bother with these.
Get a supply, smoke. Get some smoke going.
Oh,
Just like spam some smoke in there. No. On your infantry, right? Your infantry, you don't want to die. So just exactly move them back and move them forwards, but just keep smoking around them so that his stuff
Yeah.
won't just shoot you. Did you get a supply truck? I don't think you did.
No.
You need to heal up
Didn't.
those wilks immediately, right?
Should get some infantry going.
Yeah, can do that. You should move your sissy into the field a bit. Oh, you already have. Okay. Yeah, move him up a bit, maybe. But, that's fine. Bum. Do you have Oregon?
Yeah, I do.
Right now, you have to ask yourself some questions about how you want to win the game. Okay? Do you want to keep focusing on trying to get that city? You can. In that case, Oregon is a good idea. Maybe getting a mod in the mid-range is a good idea. You should never have your AA stand in the open like that, ever.
Yeah. Hold on.
Right. Do you want to
Oh,
move back?
spikes.
Yeah. Don't. You can't, like, at least the low life. Split up your wilks and use the high life one, but the low life one needs to fall back and stay alive and get healed. No, not the Puma, the other one. Oh yeah, okay. Never mind. The KT.
Yeah, there was.
There was
No,
a KT
there was.
Okay,
All right, I'm gonna start taking control of the forest then.
okay, exactly. You can do that. You can push on the left, right? Like, there's a lot of options, but you should be doing something, and you should be thinking about what you're doing.
Yeah. All right.
Also, in your opening, you stopped your KTs, right? I'm not sure how good an idea that was. I wouldn't get an M1 Wilk.
Yeah, I already have those, then, so I
Exactly.
figured there's no need.
You either get another M2 even, like if you want to rely on your M2s to deal with his mod and so on, or even your own mod or whatever. I would get some spikes going. Get some spikes.
Yeah, spikes
Like get
and
two.
recon. Oh, two.
Or get a recon, yeah, I guess. You know, like you can get one spike more in the forest, one more in the field. Like it's just like.
Yeah.
It
There's
doesn't even
the
have to be
supply
like
trucks.
super aggressive. Just they're gonna be useful to have around. And actually, get a sissy too. Get a sissy too. Or even an Ericstra. Get an Ericstra maybe.
Yeah, I have enough to get air coins.
Exactly. And then maybe get a CV. You already have supply trucks coming, no? You should.
Apparently not.
I thought you bought two. Oh wow.
Yeah,
So that's an issue.
weird. Okay.
And then get a CV because he's taking +2 and that's too much.
Yeah, that is.
So like you use all your stuff now to. You can nearly even drive back your wilks to your fob or the one injured one.
Yeah,
No,
at this
just
point.
split them up because you have a full life one and an injured one. So like use your full life wilk. It's 120
Yeah.
points. And get the full life one. Just get it there. Or wait for the truck, whatever. And like you have a lot of points right now that you just invested, right? You're gonna buy CV now, but you're gonna have to push the forest with all those points. Like get into his side of Anna.
Yeah.
Right? At least make him think about moving his CV. Exactly. Now you.
I think next might should be another mortar. I only have 4.
Get it back to the fob. Get it back to the fob. On this map, it's basically in range of everything from the fob, especially right now. You can
Just
still buy a
hotkey
second
the
one.
Euro.
There's nothing wrong with that, but it's normally what I do. Like when the first one runs out, I buy, or just before, I buy a second one and send the first one back to the fob. Maybe move up the spikes to the ridge line just in front of it.
Yeah, here.
More to
Air
that.
coins.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I forgot to turn off these.
It's okay. I move those to the right, maybe into the forest. And your infantry has to be moving. I don't know why it's stopping there and there. And you're right, your infantry in the forest.
Oh yeah.
You just like really you need to be fast with stuff, okay? You invested 200 points 3 minutes ago. He bought 2 CVs 2 minutes ago. Now, if you don't do anything and give him like time to build infantry after he bought the 2 CVs, then you're behind as fuck. But if you use the fact that he just bought CVs to instantly, amass your troops and go, that's fine. But that's why you really need to like use momentum, right? Like, momentum really is a thing in terms of points, too. Okay, yeah, you might want to get a config there now. And you want to move back to Sissy so they don't just die.
Yeah.
Nice. Maybe to get a Neva.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
It's an option, like I said, maybe, right? It's like, you have to do it. And focus on the infantry push, right? Like, that's the one important thing right now is that you get him out of Anna. Like, you need to get at least 2/3 of Anna. If possible, you want to get all of it. So you don't want to go on the city side of it, right? You want to go more on the right.
Yeah.
Okay, get your Wilk up front. Check on your other Wilk. I don't think you shift moved it.
Almost. Should get some AA going.
Yeah, two of them, yeah.
Oh.
Three, yeah, three is fine. 3 is fine. At least 2, that's what I meant. But rally further forward. Like, you should put the rally points like that. You're making a lot of like small clicks, and I don't quite understand why. Does that make sense? Because it makes you have to click 5 times to get the infantry to the front of the forest and so on. Same as like buying that AA so far in the back, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like you could have put the rally point where your spike is right now. That one, right? And that's already like.
Yeah, I just. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I just didn't really want to risk it going so far.
Yeah, you do have to be careful. Eric's. Oh yeah, all that. Eric's too. Yeah, I could get the Wilk in. Try and see if you can get the. Okay, you need to mortar that. Mortar the Panzer Jakari. Get your Sissy also moving up. Not Sissy, the spike, I mean, sorry. Never, yeah, stop the never. Ah, the never. Too late. That's a bit bad. Get your plane circling. Be careful. No. Fall back with your Wilk. There's a Panzer Jakari. Fall back with your Wilk. Your M2 Wilk. Save it. It's about to die.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the infantry needs to kill those Panzer Jakari, and then your Wilk can do stuff again. The other Wilk. And mortar those Jakari, please. Panzer Jakari. You're not using your mortar, dude.
Oh,
like,
right.
I told you to mortar those Panzer Jakari the first time they got spotted. They would have died by now if you would have. You just let them. You never did, so you let them roll all your Jakari. That's pretty bad. Like, in that fight, your units were just not synchronized at all, in any good way.
Oh yeah.
Like, your Wilk was right, not doing anything. You let the KTs shoot your Jakari. The Panzer Jakari went on its own against 2 Panzer Jakaris instead of. Then you had like the infantry move through the open, right? On the right.
Yeah.
So and instead, if you would have unloaded that, you would have killed your Panzer Jakari with that, right? Instead of them dying in the open, which would have then allowed you to get your Wilk back forward. The Wilk could have cleared up all the KTs, and that would still have been the mod, but you could have smoked, moved up on it. Get the air extra on the right. Like the air extra you have in the building, just move them to the right. Yeah.
Yeah, these.
Yeah. And then like move them into the forest. Yeah, move those stuff back. Move that stuff back to get your infantry, just to be sure. Yep. Use the whatever they're called. The IPTSUs are pretty good fire support,
Yeah.
right? Are they exactly the same thing as the thing the Koreans get?
No, one less front armor. That's the only difference.
Hmm.
I wonder. I should probably maybe even
It's
start probing around.
it's too late for that, I think. Like at this
Probably.
point, you can try like probing very cheaply, but like doing something over there with like 2 KTs and Jakaris is definitely something you could have done like 10 minutes ago. Because you saw that he's pushing over here, but by now it feels a bit late. You're playing. Okay, he's got evac.
Migs? Yeah. And it got the 2 missiles off. Well, it's going to die? Yeah. Oh no. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, spend your
Nope, what
points.
are you doing?
You need to spend your points.
I
You need to
wonder.
decide something and commit to it. Like, tell me what you want to do.
Well, I mean, this grind is what I decided. I already have enough points here for that.
Well, no, you're not. You're in the back of your side of it. If you have enough points, you're winning Anna. Like, you're running out of time massively, okay? You need to
Yeah.
really get something done in the next 5 minutes. You can commit to this grind, then commit to this grind. Committing to the
Well,
grind doesn't mean standing in the backside of your forest. And that means, yeah, get more infantry ready. Just keep the infantry flow going. Maybe more tanks, yeah. And not just cheap, like, you're right, mix up your infantry. Jakari are not going to win anything, right? They're just cannon fodder. So if you want to beat infantry, you have to, ask yourself what you're going to kill infantry with. Wilkes is a decent answer, obviously. But yeah, exactly. Keep poking in and out. Get some infantry in those Panzer Jakari phases. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. And now you just got to keep moving, right? That's always very, like, it's
yeah.
really, really important. Because right now what he's doing is buying units. Right? And so in 2 minutes they're going to be there. But for another 2 minutes, they're not going to be there. 2. Yeah, and really keep moving, because if you can kill that mod, it would be great. So just keep moving with all
Yeah.
your tanks and just hope you kill it. More forwards, more forwards. No baby steps, come on. Yes, thank you. And maybe even already think about how you're gonna have to smoke to cross that open ground, right? Because you have to cross that open ground right now to get into the middle forest where the road is,
Yeah.
right? You're clearing this, but exactly. It's just a step on the way. Be careful with your Wilk, which is now in the front. Just like keep an eye on it. It's an M1 Wilk, so it gets 2 shot, fall it back. Really try and kill that mod, like it's so important to do. No, there's no stuff there, no need to urgen that.
Oh, he is going to retreat, so I figured I'd do that.
Man, like, you're gonna be there by the time your urgen shots land. Really cancel that urgen, please. You need it for the next step or for the city or so, but right. Right. Because like you just started a lot of fires in an area where there's really none of his units, or maybe one, and you're gonna have to walk through it. And so now your own urgen is like gonna be panicking your troops from the fires you just started. Which is not really what you want
Oh
to do.
yeah. Okay.
The air destroyers are 3 HP, so pull them back and heal them up. Also look at your tanks, some of them are low life, you want to pull those back. That one's high life, you want to move in front. But that one you want to get back, get supplies going. You have some there, but you need some more. And then get your new infantry. And get some shocks, please. Shocks and or more tanks. Right, like 6 stacks of Jakari, I don't want to see that. 4 stacks, okay. But 6 stacks of Jakari, they just don't kill anything, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like 2
Okay.
BMP2s will kill 6 stacks of Jakari, just like they kill 4 stacks of Jakari.
Yeah.
So yeah, cannon fodder is nice, but it means you have to have something that kills. That might even be. Whereas it's like you really still want to find his mod if you can.
Yeah. And I
Move your
need
spikes
some
up.
AA.
The spikes, right? Need to move up. Don't you have AA? You should have a Kurtau and a Neva.
Oh, right. Yeah.
bring those forwards, yeah. No baby steps, yes, exactly. Aye, that's an issue, yeah. You can try diving it with a hawk, but it's a bit like, ugh. And yeah, right, like, you're reading to be cutting these reinforcements, so the other spikes should be there and your tanks should be there. Right, like, do you see those, where you have your Tujakari you just unloaded?
Yeah.
You should have tanks there and no infantry there, basically. Don't move up now. Yeah, there's 2 KT there. They're just gonna die if you move into the open, right?
Yeah, I'm moving back, and then...
And yeah, I guess do get some more ZBTUs or something, because if you start spamming helicopters now. But yeah, this game looks pretty lost, and really the only issue I see is that you're not committing, you're not fast. So just like you have the exact same decks, but for some reason he gets into the city, you don't, with the exact same units,
Yeah.
right? And then later on, yeah, you still have the exact same units, but instead of fighting in Anna, you're not even fighting on your side of Anna. You're fighting like behind your side of Anna.
Yeah,
right?
I understand.
And into your, and that's after he just bought 2 CVs, dude. Right? You didn't really lose anything. Like, you had a pretty even opener. Sure, you might be ahead like 100 points from the infantry you killed, but you also killed a bunch of infantry and so on, right? And then he buys 2 CVs, which is 200 to 250 points, and you just sit there, right? And that gives him the time to buy stuff, so that he can then secure the 2 CVs he bought. And that's why, yeah, you're not gonna lose it.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
That's really it's the baby steps, and it's the uncoordinated first attack.
Alright, well, I'll keep that in mind then.
And then also, like, I mean, with tanks at the beginning, it's always a question, right? Like, what's best? I have the issues too myself. But maybe a mod fight, it's better to start with a mod than with 2 wilks. Especially if you don't know how to deal with a mod with 2 wilks. I don't know. That's more. Your Aito, it's a killer KT.
It's too close. I think it's actually going to die to it. Ugh. Oh yeah, it's lost. That's.
Right. Let's have a look. Just give up then and have a look at the replay. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
That, so.
Oof.
What's the KD? What's the KD?
Almost 1,000. Yeah.
No. Actually, wait. It's 1,000 to 1,200, right? Yeah, that's
1,000 to 1,280.
The KD is close enough. Have a look at the replay. There you go over it.
Yeah.
What do you feel like? Like, what's your...
What?
I don't know, what's going through your brain right now?
Well, I feel like in the grind, I really felt hopeless, just because like everything I sent forward was it was very slow, and until I actually moved up, it's as if he had endless units in there. Well, time to actually take a look.
And just go like ×3 or so. Or even,
Yeah.
Yeah, also he's hawked a bunch of damage at the beginning because he didn't have any, or like you had a MiG but you didn't use it well.
Yeah.
It was circling a couple times without getting its shots off, and that's why I don't like the Kratal too much, honestly, because it's 85 points and it's so useless against planes.
Yeah. Just want to see for a second. What's his opener? Okay.
Zoom out.
Okay.
Yeah,
so that. Okay, there's a Sissy.
Very standard, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's the vehicle tab. And Spike, that's Panzeri Yakari, and that's... Wait. Oh no, that's upvetted. No, that's upvetted Yakari.
Yeah, that's Jakari.
And that's the Panzeri, okay.
So look at how much more infantry you have, right? But... Pause.
Yeah, this Sokol fucked me up.
Yeah, but you had a Kratal, right? But like it was stuck behind the smoke for a couple seconds. It wasn't an attack move. It was a move command. You didn't use it well.
Yeah. Does it even fire? Oh yeah, only now it fires. Yeah.
Yes. And, okay, slow down, slow down, slow down. This is way too fast. All right, don't go times 10. And then yeah, so you unloaded your KTs, right? So pause. Right? So your
Yeah, the
Jakari
KT.
are absolutely open. Just how much infantry does he have in there? He doesn't have much, right? Like you brought 60 men of infantry and he brought 40 basically.
Yeah.
And yet, yeah, it's like the Soko
Yeah, the
and the unload
so-called.
door. It's the unload already also.
Hmm. Yeah, it's just where I unloaded.
Too far out. And then same. You should have instantly smoked off the mod, right? Like when there's a tank you can't deal. It's really just the best thing. Like you just.
You mean like smoke off this
So
area pretty
either you do
much?
that, but I would have behind that, between the mod and the town.
Oh,
Because if
so
you
here
smoke,
pretty
yeah,
much?
basically here. Because if you smoke in front, then you also stop your own fire support, right?
Yeah.
So you want to block his fire support and keep your own going. And then you have your KTs in the back, the mod behind. He doesn't have any spike in there. Move up by infantry, you still have a pretty good shot. And also the mismicro with the air extra, that was really sad. That you didn't understand what I
Yeah.
meant there. Because you understand what I meant
Yeah.
now, right? And there was a decent chance you'd like get a side shot and then you poke out with your mods, you know? That you just kill it right there.
Yeah, like I didn't understand you want to move because I thought his mod was like I saw the smoke cloud. I thought he had retreated a bit further back here, so that this was
Okay,
what
yeah.
you meant, like
I
this
mean,
start.
I didn't think he had that for forwards either. But I just figured like maybe at some point he peeks out on the front of the smoke, you know?
Yeah.
And just having them in the position then would be great. Yeah. And then so then you've got some more infantry, right?
Yeah. I called in those three
Exactly.
kitties.
You could have thought about hawking it at that point.
Oh, hawking the town. Yeah. Actually, I don't know how to use the hawks to them. Like,
You use yeah, I get what you mean. Just get basically they're great playing early on, right?
yeah, because it's so cheap and they actually get ECM and they're pretty fast.
And they
So
also
yeah.
fast and so on. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't really know like what situation are hawks really good at. Just because like not many others have this good
This
of
kind
a.
of. I mean, I don't know. I like to use
Like
them basically as an infantry unit that's a lot faster. Does that make sense? So I'm in the
uh
early-ish game and there's like a rather even infantry fight, right? Whether it's engaged or not, but like we have a similar amount of infantry in a certain area. And so I'm
so you
gonna
just thin them out with 60 points of bomb. Yeah.
yeah, exactly, right? It's same as two squads of Panzer Grenadier 90 in a 5-pointer for fuck's sake. Like, it's actually pretty cheap, right? And so if you yeah, it's gonna arrive faster, right? So between me buying two more squads of infantry and him too, if I just get a bomber instead and I bomb what he already has, then I'm gonna have the overwhelming amount from there on. Kind of.
Yeah, this is a pretty tight situation he's got himself in, so definitely should have used them.
And even if you don't kill, it's like you're gonna do a lot of panicking, right? And then even Jakari can kill Panther Jakari. Like
Yeah.
calm Jakari will kill panic Panther Jakari.
Yeah.
But not the other way.
Right.
And just kind of keep it running, yeah. His opening was pretty good though, right? You saw it.
Yeah. At this point,
This is kind of
like
stay on
maybe
it. I want to see how those Jakari died. Why they died so hard.
I think the KRKK got him.
Maybe also, but then that's a mistake from you, right? Because you have Wilkes there.
Yeah, I have
Killer,
Wilkes, and
KRKK.
it wasn't even spotted because I lost my recon, and yeah.
It's not shooting it. No, it's not really
Okay,
the
yeah,
KRKK. It's just
yeah, this one.
the smoke and the infantry. And a bit of KT, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so that's pretty rough because that was another 75 points that you actually just lost, right? You didn't trade, you just lost.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. Well, overall, though,
When you're trying to push the town, you see the crossroads, yeah. Like
yeah, right here.
You always kind of want to like in that situation where you're moving up the Jakari, you always want to smoke on the left of it a bit. there
To prevent these
exactly
forests.
to prevent anything from, right. You would have prevented the KT, the KRKK, and even the
Yeah.
spike maybe. Yeah, you kind of like drawing wings on the town.
Yeah,
As you
I
enter.
don't really like know how to push the town effectively from this side. Like whenever I played Mudfight multiple times already against like other trains and shit, and I played from this side, and it's like always obvious that I smoke this cross
Pause
through
it.
pretty
Can you
much to have
pause
a
it real
staging
quick?
ground. What?
Can you pause it real quick?
Yeah, sure.
If you hadn't done those baby steps, right, you would now already be at the front of the forest on the left. Right?
Yeah.
If you would have just moved there in one go, at least with the infantry, right? You always have to be. I understand you, right? I know it's not easy because otherwise your vehicles start getting in front of your infantry and all that stuff and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But some BTR 50s dying is okay, and you just kind of like you move your infantry to the like front of the forest and the tanks somewhere in the middle, so that you use 2 clicks for the tanks and 1 click for the infantry, instead of like 5 clicks for the tanks and 5 clicks for the infantry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just kind of like
Okay.
speed it up, because yeah, you would have had spikes and tanks at the edge of the forest. You would have dealt with these reinforcements, right? Before coming in, and instead you just let him like drive in, and this is really not something that. Right, you're not using the advantage of having the defense of the forest. Exactly. At this point, I tell you to mortar the Panzer Jakari, and you don't. And
Yeah, I
that
actually
actually
just couldn't
loses
hear.
you the game. I'm not even like
Yeah.
joking at this point. And same, right? If you have enough infantry, if those Jakari and the Panzer Jakari on the left would have come here,
But these, yeah.
yes, you would have
I figured
crushed
I'd
that.
play a bit like wider and try to overlap around. Then I forgot to smoke this whole area.
Then you would have had to smoke it
But
immediately. But even then,
yeah,
it's not what you want to do, because you have tanks here that you want to use and vehicles on spikes.
yeah,
And so you really need to get that. And then after that, I like. So in general, I like it, right? What you wanted to do?
yeah,
It's just in this specific situation, you see a 2 stack of Panzer Jakari and you don't have enough to deal with it here. Maybe you can't read that, but I can.
yeah.
Or I could. And if you don't deal with him, he's just going to roll you till you get reinforcements.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Which is what happened, right? You had to fall back all the way.
Exactly.
And you
Yeah.
lost everything. And if not, you would have at least been able to hold like that little patch of Ana, which would have, at least it allows you to do your build-up game.
Yep. All right. Fair enough.
And same, even mortaring might have been enough, right? That's why I kind of like say that.
Right.
3
Yeah.
times.
It's what 5 HE.
Yeah. And then you have a bunch of vehicles, so once they're stunned, like BTR 50s are pretty good against that kind of stuff. Right, and the BMP, you have 2 BMP2s and the BTR 50s and the Wilk, so if they're stunned, that's all you can do stuff. But if they're not, it's 20 rough, 22 AP or whatever.
Forgot about these. Like ADSs and his KTs from the open. Like I guess
that's what
the Wilk.
About, right? That's why the Wilk had to be on the left.
Exactly. Yeah.
So the Wilk, because it both denies its reinforcements and its fire support.
Yeah.
If you had the Wilk where the KOKs are now, that would be perfect.
Yep.
And then if you put a spike next to it, even his mod can't really annoy your Wilk much.
Yeah. Yeah. So at this point, like, this was lost.
Yeah, probably this was lost now. In general, I mean, I don't know how versed you are in like military concepts, right? But you always want to overwhelm. That also part. Like I'm still thinking about why you should have sent that infantry there, right? Do you want to concentrate your points so that you have a local superiority?
Yeah.
So that you can crush a certain area and then move on, rather than spread out into the open.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I understand.
And now, what I would have done now probably, at this point where the game looks pretty lost, is try and push the left. Or the middle city.
Move. Yeah.
Yeah, kind
of. Because
like
this is like my strong point.
Yeah, so like it's kind of like I don't even, like, so partially you can go with like the basic concepts, like he's accumulated his points over here, so you want to just like not keep feeding into his like defensive accumulated points death trap. But just more even in general, I feel like when it's tricky or I'm somewhat behind, it's just good to switch up where I'm attacking, because you're looking for openings, right? So
Yeah.
It's kind of probing on a higher level, right? Like on a
Mm-hmm.
small map like Mudfight, probing in the actual sense after 15 minutes just doesn't make much sense because there's gonna be like a KT and a spike and a recon everywhere. So you're like probing with pushes in a way, but also it just allows you to get more movement into the game in general. If you start attacking at multiple places, like or at different places, right? Switching up where you're attacking, and
Yeah.
movement adds more volatility. There's going to be more tanks driving around, more AA driving around, more areas without AA on both sides, and that kind of stuff. And volatility is good when you're behind, right? So like
Mm-hmm.
it makes it both more likely that I know you might have your Wilks on the left without enough AA to really protect them, but also maybe his mod is going to drive through the middle and get sideshot by a spike, right?
Yeah.
Um, and so while can go bad for you, can go bad for him. When you're behind, that's better than it's not much is gonna happen.
So if I were to attack the left flank,
Mm-hmm.
how should I do this? Like, should I consider in this road and then get control of
Yeah,
like this
that's
side?
like if you want to do a serious push where you really take it and hold it, that's what you would do. Like you would have some sissy and a spike or so where your Eric Destroyer are, like moving up through the field, and then
Yeah.
tank or two and some Jakari moving up along the left on the road with some AA.
Yeah, and then pretty much pushing like from here later on to get control of
Exactly, exactly. You could also just like kind of try and YOLO it, like kind of get a train and then put some smoke, like if you arrive unspotted, and go straight for where
Yeah.
Scare KK is. Or
Oh,
like I
this
said,
one. Yeah.
no, that one, yeah, that one exactly. So right, like you have to be aware in that case that you might have like a spike on your left flank or so. And like I said, the
Yeah.
other option would be to attack the town between Foxwood
Mhm.
and Delta. And in that
Yeah,
case,
this
just get
big
two
one.
mortars, literally get two mortars, because you can have to use a lot of smoke. And then just like again, you have to surprise, right? So you have to time it decently, that your smoke starts landing when your infantry is nearly there, and that you get like a 6 stack of infantry straight away with some Eric strikes.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, maybe 2 Jakari, 2 Panzer Jakari, 2 Eric strikes, or even something like that. And you just kind of like unload and dump, and I know you're never gonna move forwards from there, but it can help you clear out Foxtrot. It can help you get eyes on the
Yeah.
CV in Delta. It can secure your own CV in Delta,
Mhm.
and it just makes it like stuff awkward for him, right? I mean, for example,
Yeah,
if
so
you
if I
have
got
that,
control
he
of
can't
this.
move his AA from between Anna and Foxtrot anymore.
Yeah.
And so, right, that when you're pushing, like you do one push in Foxtrot, one push in Anna, one push in, right, depending on like where you see him send his stuff. As long as you hold that town, it just makes it really awkward for him to rotate and so on.
Yeah.
In general.
I wonder what happened to the mod.
Yeah,
Like it took a
a lot
Atlas
of
hit.
damage from the KT. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been chasing the mod more aggressively with the Wilks specifically.
Oh yeah. And Lost Line of Sight forgot which way it went, so I just
Yeah, I went
kept
forwards.
going.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it was a bit more on that side. Let's see. I didn't even have a firing computer reset.
Oh. Oof. Weapons jammed.
Yeah, also. I made you buy a Euro again and then not use it too much. Like, that was a bit bad, I guess. Like, what I was thinking was like something like get a Uragan, get a 4 stack
Yeah,
of
and this.
Jakari in the BTR 50, right?
Yeah.
Which is cheaper than the 3 stack in the KT, and then maybe 2 stack of Panther Jakari in the KT and just try and take that with that. And with smoke to defend from
Yeah.
the mod and so on.
Yeah, like smoke here
Exactly.
and smoke here.
Exactly. And yeah, the mod just drives by. Oh wow, the Uragan actually like hit the mod. But yeah, even there, I would have pushed forward with a Wilk to the edge of the forest. I didn't tell you to because it's risky, right? That Wilk was 3 HP, so it was really gambly. Like most likely the Wilk would have just died.
But at this point,
But you're
it wasn't gonna
behind,
change.
right? And killing the mod
Yeah.
might make you come back. So, right, like losing the Wilk, you're still behind. Killing the mod, you got a chance in the game again. That's kind of like yeah. I know. Wargame is an interesting game because there's a lot of like risk calculations and factoring in whether you're behind or ahead or how you feel in a game makes it very interesting.
Yeah.
Like, right, if you're ahead, I would never say go suicide or Wilk to maybe kill a mod. Yeah. And yeah, like The only like major thing though is I guess you can use some more smoke, but mostly is don't spam too many jet carries, right? Like
Yeah. Because this is one of those things, I guess, that isn't that much of a Baltic playstyle. Like, unlike, say, Israel.
wait, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, with Israel, it's just always only Rovate. Here,
Oh yeah,
your shock infantry is
Steve.
also very effective.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just unfortunate.
Like especially a good player will know how to deal with any spam of one unit. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Whether
because
it's gonna
he's
be
got so many options to deal with them,
yeah, you can just
like BMP2s and tanks.
tanks or helicopters because there's no air destroyer with them, or
Yeah.
even his own shocks because yeah, that's
Oh well.
Mm-hmm. GG, not bad. No, don't take it too badly. Honestly, I think if you
Yeah,
keep it
I
up,
know.
you can get. No, I see a lot of potential. Like I know a lot of people your level. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe like win more, but just because they're doing weird shit. You're playing like very standard, and you're doing a very good job of it.
Yeah.
It's just some details are missing, and that's those are stuff I think that comes
Well,
with time. Like the opening micro, where to smoke in the opening, where to use smoke in general, and then like kind of because you're calling in basically always the right units. So it's really just about having the Jakari a bit more on the
yeah,
right and the Wilk a bit more on the left, having the
yeah.
Spike move forwards in time, that kind of stuff. And like yeah, you're a bit too defensive in general, like in kind of everything you're doing, you know.
Mhm.
For example, on the
Yeah.
on the left, you have an Eric Straw and an empty transport, right? The Eric Straw you don't move to the front of the forest, and you don't poke with the empty transport. That's definitely something you should do, right? Um,
Mhm.
and maybe even move the Eric Straw into the field at some point and get like a spike behind them. Same on the right? Like you unloaded your sissy all the way, not your sissy, sorry, your spikes all the way in the back, um, in the buildings, right? Like both of them and so on. Get them in the
Yeah.
forest, right? Because when they're forward, that's when you get when they really get value, because that's where your enemy won't expect them. And oh, I just sideshot a Wilk, hehe, right?
Yeah.
When they're super far in the back, you're gonna kill the empty transport he sends forwards to die to see if you have an ATGM. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's all
unloading
about
this
hesitation.
Jakari, right? Even like in the
Like,
opening, right? He was more aggressive with his mods than when you with his Wilk, you with your Wilks. You could have smoked your Wilks and try and like just kind of play more with them, that kind of stuff.
yeah,
And
there
the
was.
baby steps, the baby steps.
Mhm. Yeah, but these are things that do probably come with time. When I
Exactly.
lose that
That's why I'm
hesitation
telling you.
factor.
Just like get my biggest advice would be, don't be hesitant with your Jakari. Like the base Jakari, just really
Yeah.
like go and do the opposite of baby steps. I don't mind if you still do the baby steps somewhat with your tanks and your more expensive infantry and so on. But at least with those guys, just like always go to the edge of the forest or whatever, like really where you want to go. And that's gonna teach you what you can and you can't do, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I know Trinex says this a lot, and he's actually quite right. It's like uh, you're gonna learn a lot slower by playing defensive and slowly playing a bit more aggressive and seeing what works than if you play extremely aggressive and just like nearly everything's gonna fail, but you're gonna learn what doesn't fail a lot
Yeah.
faster than if you do something where like most things don't fail because you play defensive. Does that make sense? But then
Yeah.
you're not achieving anything. It's like you're doing everything right, but you lose because you're fighting on your side of the map. Yeah.
Mhm.
So take risks. I'm gonna leave you, but I was fun.
Yeah. Thanks very much. That
I
was
think
very
that's
helpful.
I hope so.